So the Sonic 3 portion with Knuckles is done, and now on to the Knuckles portion of Knuckles' story, so let's get into it. Hey guys, it's Gum here, and we are back with more Sonic Origins. Last time we finished up the Sonic 3 portion as Knuckles, and this time I'm going to be starting on the Knuckles part of the game with Knuckles. But first, we're going to go into our first special stage and get the first Super Emerald and try to see if we can get as many as we can in here. So let's do this here. And by the way, if you hear a fan in the background, then that's because I have the ceiling fan on, because it's quite feeling a little hot in here. It's feeling a little hot in here, and I usually turn it on before I record. I turn it off right before I record, but I don't think that's gonna happen this time. So I'm just gonna have it on. I mean, it's not like the first time I have it on as I'm recording. There was like, I remember I had it on during a time or two when I was recording about Mario Party with friends. And not sure how long ago it was, or maybe it was Mario Kart. I can't remember. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's gonna be on here throughout the recording session. And luckily there's no rain, thunderstorms outside, because so you won't hear any thunder or rain pouring down. So that's good, at least. Then just gotta find the last set. Okay, over there. And nope, can't turn. Okay, because you remember the last time on one of the special stages, I jumped from Sonic 3. I jumped doing that results thing at the end, but couldn't turn. But didn't have time to turn. I tried turning now, but doesn't seem to be working. Oh well, that's okay. And just like before with Sonic and Tails' story, I'm gonna try to find them get all the Super Emeralds in Mushroom Hill. If not, then I'll get the rest of them in some of the later zones. But don't wait. We'll just go through it, see what we can find. Should be a little bit easier because we can climb walls. It was like this. And so we're just going for all the super. See if we can find all of them. Nothing here. What? Whoa. Okay, that was pretty cool, honestly. Okay, that was pretty cool. I wasn't even trying to do that, but I did. And then, actually, I think if I remember correctly, it was one around getting close to one that I just passed. But I don't remember exactly. But we'll figure that out at some point. When I done it. Oh, the thing here, but so just wait. It was over there. I could see the area. And now I gotta find a way back up there. Oh well, I think that was it. Oh, going here. Wow, somehow jumped over that mushroom. Oh. Okay, now I think I know where it is now. Yep, this is it. And then do these in a slightly different order this time, instead of going from left ones and then the right ones and then the middle one. Like, I'll still end off with the middle one, just change it up a little bit. We'll just kind of go from left and right, alternating till we hit the center. That's how we'll handle these special stages here. Here's the. So going through these here. And I guess now I could also talk about the metal virus of the IDW comics, because what interesting things I have to say about that, and it's gonna be a little bit more spoilerific, if that is a word, with this one than I was with the Battle of Angel Island, or Battle for Angel Island saga. So I guess I just don't know all the stories of this, but I mean, the Battle of Angel Island saga at the end kind of foreshadows a few things coming up in it, so it's kind of cool. Because like Eggman creates this virus called the Metal Virus that just turns things into metal creatures. And gives it to Rough and Tumble, which is these two skunk characters, which I don't know if I mentioned them or not. Which they're interesting. They're kind of like just two baddies showing off and who don't very easily succeed at winning. Kind of like Team Rocket from Pokemon in a way. But at least Team Rocket can actually be funny from time to time. And like I can sometimes get a little laugh out of them here and there. Especially James, because he's my favorite of the Team Rocket members. And special stages down there. But yeah, so let's go down and get there. I didn't. That was kind of cool when that happened. And yeah, Eggman just gives them some machines that to help attack Sonic, but yeah, then eventually gives them these little secret weapon thing, which is that metal goo that turns them into Zombots. Which is what Sonic decides to call them, and Eggman actually likes it, and he decides that's the official name. But yeah, so quite interesting, and then pretty much after that, Rough and Tumble just kind of take a back seat until like near the end of the saga, where they just get out, because they've been stuck in the bottom of the pit pretty much the whole saga, and add Zombots, and then when they get found, they just get it out of there, they get help getting out of there, and then I think that's it for them. I missed one. Not sure which one I missed, but find out. But how'd that happen to me before? I mentioned that last time when we did this. So we'll do it again, and then hopefully we don't miss it. And I have a pretty good feeling on which one I did miss was one of the ones I jumped over. Because at the speed I go at it, certain speed I go at it, when it's fast enough to where I can just could possibly jump over one. Just weird, because I never had that happen to me in any of the previous versions of Three Knuckles, or even in Sonic and Knuckles by itself. So, yeah, I don't think I ever had that happen to me before until Origins. Just weird. But, it's not a big deal. It's not like it doesn't stop me from completing a special stage or getting a perfect on it, because you all saw me do that with Sonic and Tails earlier. But yeah, back to the Metal Virus, Sonic pretty much gets infected and heads straight to Tails' house for some tests, and just runs on a hamster wheel, kind of like doing actual hedgehog things, which is kind of funny. then Tango Gold shows up, and it turns out Sonic's speech burns it off, but however it's not fully cured, it just pushes it back. Which, I'll say this right now, the Metal Virus Saga would actually does make a cool idea for a video game that happens. Well, the ability to just run to push back the virus, and if you're too slow, it would just count as like a death or something, and then And then of course that would be, well, yeah, and then of course, yeah, I would just play out pretty much like how it goes here. Come on, like you could still easily make a game out of it, but I doubt that will ever happen. And I don't think there's any more. But here, I'll just go on to the next act. But yeah, come on, it could easily still have this the Metal Virus being a video game. Because come on, they have the story for it and all laid out in the dialogue. Like so they could easily still do that, make it a story, just find a gameplay that works for it somehow. Probably just boosting or something. Who knows? Could have it kind of like how Frontier's gameplay is or something but with like a boost added onto it. So well, yeah, if you boost, you would just burn off the virus. So it's kind of how the best way I could think of how it could go down. And then, of course, at the end of the game, you get the ability to go back to wherever you want, but have the virus gone. Which would be a nice way to experience a post-game. So, and then, yeah, back to this Metal Virus. So, it's even at the point of, I think, at one point where Sonic gets a face mask after he runs off, where he says he's been in similar situations before this, like showing shots from him with secret rings and Unleash, with that arrow stuck in him with secret rings and the whale hog Unleash. Yeah, but it also says that this one feels different. It sure does feel different. Well, it kind of feels a little more closer to how Sand on Secret Rings, because Secret Rings, he had the arrow stuck in him until the flame went out completely, and then we'd be dead. But luckily that did not happen. And well, if he became Zombot, then that would be it. He had nothing else, couldn't do anything about it. Well, the Whale Hog, he didn't really, wasn't much on a time limit or to death or anything. He just would have been like that for until Dark Gaia took the remaining essence back from him, and which did happen. And unlike it would have stayed or anything, but unless it takes place in a what if, which there was a what if for that. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Hasn't been complete yet, but don't want to get too off track here about that. And found the next special stage. Now to get that damn fourth one. Even though it's not the Chaos Emerald, it's a Super Emerald. Damn. And yeah, so yeah, it's also interesting how the Metal Virus actually took place during like the actual pandemic, which is kind of crazy. See, plus I know some of the issues did get delayed a little bit. I think it was somewhere in the 20s that did. It was either 22 or 3, maybe 4 that got delayed a bit because of the pandemic. Because I don't know when these were released, like each issue was released exactly. But they might have release dates listed somewhere on the wiki. But again, I'm not an expert on comic books that much. I'm just assuming it was the case here. But do you think? No, all I do know is that I think it started at some point in 2000. The Metal Virus saga started at some point during 2019. I think. Not sure when, but it has to have started before, around there. It was maybe even earlier, but I doubt that. And yeah, the storybook which cuts around to several characters like one by one, some of them get infected, like, first Charmy does, which, of course, because it's just, it's kind of sometimes stupid. I mean, it wasn't acting like too stupid in Forces, because, for the most part, he was just in the background, and just not doing much, saying a few lines here and there. Yeah, well, in fact, we'll get the Forces, which will be coming soon, in just in about a few months, because as you know, because my next Let's Play is Mario Sunshine, and the next Let's Play I want to do after that is Forces. As in, and that just makes number 5. Alright, so, yeah, I know what one more is in, even if we can't get all 7 here, that's fine, because I know where a couple can be in. I know where there's quite a few are in the later new zones. Yeah. But yeah, the Wheels think that when Charmy gets infected, Speedo and Vector don't know, and they actually try to find him, but I don't kind of want to try to talk about this in order, but but I guess I'll jump in a little bit. But they do eventually find him, but as a Zombot, and put him in a capsule. Oh, but yeah, I'll cut back to that later, and of course then, some point after that, Team Dark shows up with, which gets first appearance of Omega. Yeah. Hey, yeah, I think I'm going in the right order here, because I don't remember exactly. We have the IDW comics, and I know at one point Sonic asks him don't kill them because they're just innocent civilians, but and then one of the craziest hilarious lines come out, well, hey, Omega shows out a vote, holds one out and says, "Is this a robot?" And Sonic says, "Yeah." And was it created by Eggman? And yes. And means it has to be destroyed or something, which is a pretty hilarious part here when I would give crud, bottomless pit. I was going to that mushroom there. Oh, no checkpoint. Oh wow, well fine. Well, at least all the check, but for my super emeralds I've collected or saved. Yeah. So that would quite suck if I died and had to recollect all of them. But like, even if that did happen, I would have been okay with it. But yeah, then of course after that part, Shadow shows up and kind of mad at Sonic because that's not saying none of this would have happened if he took down Eggman first. He said, "Aha! Wait, so we are getting all modes in Mushroom Hill." Which, sure, I could see why you could, but Sonic does say that had Starline brought him back, and no one saw that coming. Which, yeah, actually, I did kind of skip ahead of a little bit of that because of Starline here, which I completely forgot about. But I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, even if they did take care of Mr. Tinker before I would still have a feeling Starline would have done something to bring Eggman back. That's just my opinion. And then after that, Sonic goes takes care of his infection and tells Shadow to run in case he gets touched. And Shadow says, "Cowards, run! I fight," or something. I think that's how the line goes, and puts up a pretty good fight, honestly, but gets infected by just grabbing a Zombot when some reason spin dashing into them doesn't affect him when that infected Sonic. But although I will admit, he did put up a pretty good fight in that, and before he got infected, and Rouge tried telling him to run, but he didn't run. And that comic, I think it was issue 17, I think. Maybe it was 18, I can't remember what the number exactly. Well, you say that, cause yeah, that issue does definitely go a lot against a lot of what a lot of Shadow's past and kind of betrays the character. So, which yeah, it sucks, but blame the Sega for that because they were the ones who are wanting. Aha. Yeah, I had a feeling a special stage was sealing. Yeah, but this wasn't the one I was thinking of, but it's a new one to me. But yeah, because there's an obvious direction in Sega's wanting to take that character Shadow in, which just why. Even if you have writers like Ian Flynn who know how to write Shadow correctly, well, you still want him to write him as the edgelord he is. Which doing that for a reason, which I don't remember exactly what it is, but oh well. Oh, and like it makes sense why he would want to write, Ian Flynn would write Shadow like that, because he wants to keep his job as a writer for Sonic, cause like he's not writing for the IDW comics anymore. Or like maybe he is. I don't. Not an expert in that. I know. Oh, he wasn't the head writer of the comics anymore because he ended with the Metal Virus saga. And I think someone named Evan Stanley took over. Well, I don't know the full story behind it, but that's what I've heard from some videos I saw. But yeah, Shadow gets turned into a Zombot and yeah, so that's how he goes out just kind of out and no one mentioned this earlier near the end of the. No, wait, let me reword that. And no, near the end, Shadow says he owes Sonic for giving him advice to run, but he's gone because he went to the Soul Dimension and lost his memory. I don't want to kind of jump into this a bit, but oh well. Well, okay, now back to before, Starline, because of course I'm just telling. Logically, I shouldn't be really telling you all about this, but I'm just saying what I think of it. But I guess so far, yeah, first Sonic getting infected, you kind of saw that coming, and now we're Hyper Knuckles. Those and Chaotic did a pretty good job for the most part, except for Charmy, Oh well, yeah, Shadow. I kind of like with Team Dragon. Shadow, he's okay, but for what it is, and not perfect, but he does go a long way. He has to say, but he does put up a good fight. I'll give it that. And I'm not gonna turn Hyper into the next act, because I think that's only fair to me. Maybe that, yeah. Oh well, it was and somewhat okay. Even then, of course, there was a point where Sonic and Silver would counter Starline and trip. It may seem like Starline had the upper hand, and tried to go for the kill, but of course Eggman is like, no, you're not. He wants to be the one to kill him, which makes sense, honestly, but he wants to do it in the right way, and because throughout most of the Metal Virus saga, Starline is kind of the assistant of Eggman, and it's okay for an assistant. I think Orban and Cuba would do a much better job at it than him. Plus they've been there longer than he has, because they've been there since Colors. Well, Orbot kind of unleash, but yeah, but of course they are in the comics and they do a good job for the most part. and yeah, so then it comes over to a point where a certain village, I don't remember which one, where Queen the Rabbit makes the appearance in the first appearance in the comics. So was her mother Vanilla and Chow, Cheese, and Chocolate. But it's nice because I haven't had enough cream throughout the past decade. Because only had it in Generations and a few of the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. So, oh, and of course, Gemmo's there too. So, it's cool. He's there. Yeah, so I don't have much to say on that, except first mistakes, Gemmo first mistake Sonic for being a Zombot, but realizes that, there was a coin in there? I never knew that. That's interesting. Never knew about that. First time for everything here. Anyway, but yeah, anyway, and I think know that the next few issues split take place during the same time, but they go through them in a certain order. And first, Hyper Knuckles, which is pretty much the same as how he was before. Oh, even as Super, except he has these after images. He'll and he can climb walls pretty fast and crap, that sucks. And whenever he glides into a wall, anything on screen when he touches the wall, will die. And screen will shake. So pretty much it. Yeah, it's for his hyper form. It was I mentioned before, but yeah. Yeah, still kind of wasn't cool. They actually did keep Super Knuckles around, but more because ever since this game, we just don't have him anymore. Closest we kind of had him was Sonic Heroes' final boss fight. Come on. But of course, they just give him a super shield thing, Tails. So that huge missed opportunity, but they just seem to they only seem to want to have Chaos almost turned into a super form with male hedgehogs now. Unfortunately, but doesn't really have to be. No, it doesn't. And jeez, I can't even catch a break here. But yeah. Anyway, okay, so yeah. Back to Metal Virus. Then goes on to so it has 3 sections that take place during the same timing, but go in a certain order. Okay, that thing just disappeared in the wall. At first it cuts to Tails with Tango and Whisper, where Tails trying to find a cure, which he actually almost had one, but of course the Zombat cheese and chocolate got the surprise on him, and another surprise Zombat surprised Tails and dropping the data core thing and he had it so close but he couldn't blame which part about that is that he actually came up with a cure but Eggman did not, which is cool and all, but jeez, this game's just trying to kill me now. Now what? You all see that? Come on. It's not supposed to launch me up like that. It's supposed to go... have me go up all the way here. But it's not right here. It's supposed to end up all the way. Here, because like that. Yeah, because if you think about it, you think Eggman would actually want to come up with a cure in case of, I don't know, he got infected, but his answer was, just stay up in the ship, he'll be fine, which, I like how the ship is kind of like a smaller version of the Space Colony Arc, just cool, and it just dumps out the metal goo onto any for there, and yeah, he could stay up in the ship forever, but the ship is powered by a Chaos Emerald, which I would say, what if it runs out of fuel, but Chaos Emerald has infinite energy into it? It's, so that's something. things that, because they have unlimited energy, it wouldn't run out. Yeah. Do anything, but oh well. But it still would have been smarter just to have like a vaccine in case if he didn't get infected. But oh well. Which yeah, Tails coming up with one was a good idea, but he almost had it, but Zombots got a hold of him. It made him drop his data and lose all of it, and he actually brings out his mech from Sonic Adventure 2, which is great.